Hey everyone, today I'll be showing you the loot from 25 hours of one mechanic, Arch-Glacor. I've been working on making the Pernix Quiver Iron Man style, so I'll need about 1000 tier 3 troves from the Elder God Wars dungeon to get all the pieces. At the max of 10 tier 3 troves per hour, that will take about 100 hours minimum at the Elder God Wars dungeon, but probably at least several more than that. I decided to start this off by doing some Arch-Glacor. What I'll be covering in this video is what is one mechanic Arch-Glacor, what gear I used for it, the loot I received, and the loot from 28 Triskelion Keys that it dropped for me. Timestamps are down below, let's get into it. Very quickly, I'll go over how the Arch-Glacor boss works for those who haven't done it before. The Arch-Glacor is a modular boss that allows you to select the mechanics that you'll face in the fight. The 5 main mechanics are Flurry, Beams, Exposed Core, Frost Cannon, and Minions. With normal mode Arch-Glacor, you can select any number or none of these, and having more will increase the difficulty of the boss significantly as well as give you better loot. Also, there is a hard mode for the Arch-Glacor that uses all of the normal mode mechanics as well as the difficulty scaling system with some extra mechanics, but that's out of the scope of this video. For this, I selected to use only the Flurry mechanic, which causes the Glacor to do increased damage and use all combat styles for its auto attacks. But the one mechanic damage scaling keeps the overall damage low enough to easily be outpaced by Soul Split alone. Flurry requires no special input in normal mode, so it allows the boss to be AFK'd as well as giving much better loot than just doing zero mechanics. I didn't expect the GP per hour to be very good, so I didn't take a lot of expensive to upkeep gear or overloads. I just wore some upgraded skeletal armor I had lying around and some decent magic weapons. A Ripper Demon without scrolls, a jazz book, which is what I use to keep time, and poison. In 25 hours, I was able to get 1180 kills, so about 47.2 kills per hour on average. I could have easily squeezed out several more kills per hour with better spells, gear, and maybe a Vecna skull, but since I was primarily here for the Elder Trove drops, which are time gated every 6 minutes, I kept it leisurely and cheap. I brought an Ancient Elven Ritual Shard and Super Prey renewals, which were enough to upkeep my Soul Split with some occasional Super Restore doses. Alright, finally, here's the loot. Price checker says 76.6 mil for the items, notably 7 mil in coins, 10 mil in salvage, and 29 mil in just winbook pages. The other loot is 1 entire Nilla and 236 tier 3 troves. The Dark Nilla drop rate at 1 mechanic is supposed to be 1 in 143, or exactly 7 in 1000, so I got extremely unlucky on those, which is pretty on par. There's actually only a 0.2% chance of being this unlucky here. I'll try to sell this stuff so we can see what the final cash stack looks like. I sold everything except for some pages, and that brings me to 76.4 million GP in common loot and 236 win troves. I'm not going to open the troves now, I'll be saving them until 1000 total for a bigger opening, which I'll probably do in another video in a month or two. According to the RS Wiki data, these troves are worth about 248k GP each, on average. So that brings these to an expected value of about 58.6 million GP. The common loot and trove loot brings the expected total for my 25 hours to 135 million GP. That's 114k GP per kill on average. At my rate of 47.2 kills per hour, that's 5.4 million GP per hour on average. In experience terms, the Arch-Glacor gives 3500 Constitution XP and 10.5k Combat Style XP regardless of the number of mechanics selected. It also gives 632 Invention Item Experience per kill, which isn't too bad if you're going to be here for a long time anyway. In total, that would be 4.1 million Constitution XP and 12.4 million Combat Style XP. I got quite a bit more from double experience, but those are the raw numbers. That works out to about 164k Constitution XP per hour and almost 500,000 Combat Style experience per hour at my kill rate. That's not too bad considering how easy and AFK this is, as well as rewarding. 5 mil GP per hour definitely isn't that great these days, but paired with an XP rate that's somewhat comparable to Abyss training, that's not really too bad considering I was only clicking every couple of minutes. Normal mode Arch-Glacor drops a ton of Triskelion Keys and pieces, 28 full keys worth in my 1180 kills. Here's my loot from those. 1.6 million GP from common drops, 27 elite clue scrolls, 1 master clue scroll, 240 blue charms, and 300 crimson charms. I didn't get any of the kind of okay drops, so that was an average of 57k GP per key from common loot, not including clue score rewards of course. So that's about 1.4k GP per Arch-Glacor kill from these alone. I hope you all found this entertaining, or at least informative. I definitely recommend AFK when mechanicking the Arch-Glacor if you're going for tier 3 troves. The XP is decent and the GP really isn't so bad either. Thanks for watching and see you later.